Hey, it's me, Raika. Today we're going to have a look at the brand new Hypogean hero, Lucilla, Maiden of Dusk. Now, this hero wears plate-based gear, is part of the support class, and her primary role is to provide a significant amount of buffs for your allies and debuffs for the enemy heroes. So let's have a look at her skills. Her ultimate skill, Crimson Domain. Now, this is a little red circle that appears around Lucilla, and this will buff all of her other abilities such as Moon Shade Chase, Full Moon, and Shadowfall. Now, in addition, both signature item and furniture will further enhance the Crimson Domain from her ultimate ability. So let's have a look at this skill. When it is active, Lucilla consumes 200 energy points per second to create a domain around herself until all energy is exhausted. While active, the attack rating and defense rating of all allied heroes is increased by 30% of the attributes sealed by Lucilla's Crimson Scythe. Enemies within the domain cannot gain shields. And the passive component, Lucilla wields her Crimson Scythe to attack, sealing enemy heroes and reducing their attributes until she is defeated. Normal attack, 5 to 30% of current defense rating. Moonshine Chase, 5 to 30% of current attack rating. Full Moon, 10 to 25% of current attack rating. Each enemy hero can be sealed for up to 40% of Lucilla's initial attributes. When fighting alongside Liberta, this is the celestial twin of Lucilla, Lucilla's Crimson Scythe will always seal attributes for the maximum possible value. So this is the big value, so the 30%, 25%, and 40% over here. And Lucilla's Crimson Scythe will always seal attributes for the maximum possible value and will also remove enemies' punishing orbs. So this allows Liberta to do instant damage instead of damage over time. So let's have a look at the level 2. While active, the attack and defense rating of all allied heroes is increased by 50% of attributes sealed by Lucilla's Crimson Scythe. And level 3, each enemy hero can be sealed up to 60% of Lucilla's initial attributes. So this increases the scaling effectiveness of the abilities from the Crimson Domain. So let's have a look at the next ability, Moonshade Chase. Passive. Lucilla selects a random hero to chase. In each battle, she will select the opposing enemy first. So this is a little teleport that she will do across the battlefield, instantly attacking that enemy hero. Lucilla's sealing effectiveness is increased by 75% against the chased target. Once the limit for the sealed attack rating is reached, Lucilla will select another enemy to chase. And the active component, Lucilla launches a slash attack to the chased target, dealing damage equal to 300% attack rating and stunning them for 2 seconds, and then dashing to their location. The level 2 damage is increased to 330%. Level 3, the stun duration is increased to 3 seconds, so this is 1 second longer. And the final, level 4, damage is increased to 360%. Her next ability, Full Moon. Lucilla will deal damage to nearby enemies and higher damage to chase targets, and briefly prevent them from healing. So this healing restriction will last for 4 seconds, and if the target is being chased, then it will be increased to 350% of her attack rating. The level 2, Lucilla takes 20% less damage from non-chased targets. The level 3 increases the damage to 300%. This is the normal Full Moon attack, and when the target is being chased, this is increased to 400% of her attack rating. And the 30 engravings, Lucilla takes 50% less damage from non-chased targets. So she'll constantly be focusing one target at a time, and once she has sealed or gained the target's attributes, this will further give her more damage, more defense, and will provide her a significant amount of damage reduction from non-chased targets. So the next ability, Shadowfall, passive. Increase the defense rating by 40% of the sealed target by a Crimson Scythe. 1 time per battle after taking fatal damage, Lucilla will be resurrected. So this is a pretty significant cheat death. Level 2 further increases the defense rating gained by 50%, so it's 40 to 50. The level 3 increases the attack rating by 35% of the attack rating sealed by the Crimson Scythe. So this further increases the effectiveness of this ability, and the 60 engravings, number of resurrections is increased to 2. And when Lucilla is fighting alongside Liberta, resurrections are increased to 3 times. And when Liberta is about to take fatal damage, Lucilla will use up one of her resurrections to block the damage and grant him immunity to all damage and control effects for 4 seconds. This can be triggered up to 1 time per battle. So this is a cheat death ability that Lucilla can provide for her twin brother. So let's have a look at the signature item, Tidal Domain. Now when you activate the signature item, while in the domain or the Crimson Domain is active, the red little circle around her, allied heroes deal 5% more damage. Damage is further boosted if the allied hero's attack rating exceeds that of the enemy for a max of 10%. The level 10 and 20 give further bonus stats such as increased damage up all the way to 30%. The level 20 gives more magical pierce and physical pierce as well. In addition, Liberta takes 50% less damage, so this is an extra effect for one of her allies. And the 30 signature item within the domain, Lucilla's silhouette, so this is an extra copy similar to Zorath, will periodically appear and use normal attacks to deal damage to enemies. So this is an extra copy where she will be able to deal more damage and be able to survive longer in battle. So let's have a look at her next item over here, her furniture, Lunar Halo. When you unlock the 3 out of 3, enemies within the domain take extra damage. So this is 20% extra damage. If there are more surviving allied heroes than enemy heroes, then enemies within the domain take even more. So this can be for a maximum of 40% more damage. And the 9 out of 9, every time Lucilla takes damage, her silhouette will appear and use full moon against her attacker. So this is an extra piece of damage that is built into her kit. So let's have a look at how she does in battle. So let's have a look at how she does against the training dummy over here. So when she starts the battle, she'll immediately charge across the battle and she'll start slashing the target. So there's a little teleport dash. So once she has sealed enough attack and defense rating from the enemy, she'll immediately dash to another target, and this icon around the enemy hero, this will signify that that target is being sealed. So this is a little stun-like effect that she will be using against the enemy hero. There we go. We can see this is the little teleport that she's using. So let's have a look at how our ultimate looks like. So this is Crimson Domain, and this domain will follow her around similar to Edwin, and this will provide a massive amount of buffs for herself and for her allies as well. There we go. As we can see, she's constantly teleporting around, dashing around, and one-shotting the enemy heroes. So let's have a look at how she does at a much higher level deficit. Now this is a 200 level deficit. Now one key thing about this hero is she is mainly there to buff your allied heroes. In addition, she can also provide a decent amount of distraction because of her dash-like ability across the battlefield. In addition, she can remove the enemy's shields and stop them from gaining healing. Now, in all of these battle formations, she doesn't deal that much damage. However, she'll be mainly used for her buffs. In addition, she'll most likely get paired with her twin, Liberta, which will further make her more effective and allow both herself and her allies to do even more damage to the enemies. Now, she has a lot of utility because of the extra attack, defense, and various cheat deaths she can provide for herself and for her twin. So she'll be excellent, especially when fighting single target bosses due to the amount of buffs. And if you can stack all of your allies on top of the Crimson Domain, this will further enhance your team's effectiveness in battle. Now, what investment level would I recommend into Lucilla over here? Now, I would highly recommend, similar to various other heroes, getting her to 30 SI, 9 furniture, and 60 engravings. This will fully unlock her kit, giving her all the necessary stats and buffs in order to buff your allies. However, the most important item that I would highly recommend is getting her 30 signature item, as this provides a tremendous amount of more damage, physical pierce, magical pierce, and extra double copies that she'll be providing for herself and for her teammates as well. Now, I would also recommend getting her furniture, as this will make her more effective in battle, as this also provides extra damage for your allies. So the minimum that I would recommend will be getting a 30 signature item, 3 furniture, and at least 30 engravings, as this provides a significant amount of damage reduction, and her furniture provides that extra damage that the enemies will take from her and from her allies as well.